welcome back. So today we'll start with circles. This is one of the chapters in NCERT books for class 10th. So what is a circle? Everybody knows what's a circle, right? Now there are certain things which we'll cover today in I've tried to cover as many topics as possible, whatever is there as per your syllabus, NCERT civil syllabus, class 10th. These are the topics which we'll cover. This is one of the chapters, circles. And we'll solve two problems based upon whatever we learned today. So a circle is a circle. Okay, circle has a radius. Now you can see this is a circle. What's a tangent? What's a tangent? See, these are lines. See, this is a line, this is a line, this is a line, so many lines. But none of these lines are touching the circle. None of these lines are touching the circle. All of a sudden this line crosses the circle. Now, this line which crosses the circle, intersects the circle and cuts the circle at 2 points, intersects the circle at 2 points, that line segment is known as a chord. So AB is a chord. You can have how many chords in a circle? How many chords? Many chords, infinite chords. Just imagine. This is a chord. This is a chord. This is a chord. These are all chords. And one of them passes through the center, that is called the diameter. Chord through the center of a circle is diameter of the circle. It's not radius, please. Radius is a different thing. Radius is, it has to pass through the center. Radius is, these are radiuses. These are radii. Plural of radius is radii. These are all radius. But chord is something like this. This is a chord. This is a chord. This is a chord. But if it passes through the center, this is a diameter. A chord, this is diameter. So I covered chords. Now what's a tangent? What's a tangent? When the circle touches the circle, when the line touches the circle at a single point, this is that point. I'm using a marker. It's very broad, right? It writes very broadly. It's almost 2 millimeters. So normally a line does not have any width. So this is a single point. This is a tangent. What is a tangent? A line touching the circle at a point, not intersecting. This is not a chord. This is not a tangent. This is a chord. And chord is not this line whole. This AB line is not the this is not the line. Chord is the line segment from this point to this point. This is the length of the chord. So this is 4 centimeter. A line is infinite, right? You know that. How many tangents can you have? Infinite. This is a tangent. This is a tangent. Many lines can touch the circle at so many points, any point. This is the point. And these points where they touch are known as point of contact. Point of contact. So this is point of contact. No, not A. Say P. This is a point of contact. Y, it's already there. No, this is P, this is Y, this is P. This it touches. I'll draw again. So these are point of contacts. I'll draw it again. This is the point of contact. This is P, point of contact. Now, tangent we covered, point of contact we covered. Now, let me use black marker because this is something. So, length of tangent from an external point. Now, number of possible tangents also we covered, right? Number of possible tangents is infinite. There can be infinite tangents. Chord, you know the definition. A line crossing, intersecting or cutting the circle into two parts. Actually, there is more to cover. It divides into a minor sector and a major sector. We'll cover that in a subsequent class, not this one. There is a separate chapter for this, so we are not going to cover sectors and chords. We'll cover that in a subsequent chapter. So the next is number of possible tangents length of tangent from an external point. Say this is an external point. This is one of the tangents. This point is P. There is another line. The point of contact is X and this point of contact is Y. The length of tangents from an external point drawn to a circle are equal. So, which means Px is equal to Py. Please remember this. We'll use that in this problem. Understood? And there is another point which I wanted to say. This is done. Understood? Any point, any external point. So this is the point. You draw a circle like this, touching each other, touching the circle at this point. This is, say, X. This is Y. This is the point of contact, Z. XY equals to XZ. Please do remember this. Length of tangent from an external point to there can be two tangents that can be drawn from a point, from an external point. From an internal point you cannot draw a tangent. Where will you draw? It's it, right? From an internal point you cannot draw. From an external point, there are possible, how many tangents are possible? Only two. There cannot be a third tangent. Okay. These are the basics of, satellites. So many things. Satellites, meteors, comets. These all are. This is where these are the applications of these simple topics which we are covering today. Then in class 11th you have ellipse, hyperbola, parabola. These all things are the basics or the foundations of whatever technology, latest technology in physics we have. So fortunately I find myself very grateful to teach this. There is a possibility some of you might become a scientist or a mathematician someday. So anyways, another thing regarding this is, I forgot to write that, is the tangent is always perpendicular. If this is a circle, and this is a tangent, and this is the center, this is the point of contact, and this is O, this line is always perpendicular. These lines are perpendicular. So what did we learn? Another thing, radius drawn or line segment from center to point of contact is perpendicular to the tangent. I forgot have to write this. This is also one of the applications. So any tangent you draw, you touch this line, this is perpendicular, 90 degree. Understood? Oh. And this length is equals to this length, you know that. So now let's resolve some problems, a couple of problems. PQ is a chord of length 8 cm. First of all, what is PQ? Before that, we need to draw a circle. Okay. PQ is a chord. Okay. PQ is a chord. PQ. You know what is a chord. Intersecting the. You can extend this to. PQ is a chord of length 8 cm. This is 8 cm. Of a circle of radius 5 cm. The circle's radius is R is equals to 5 cm. The tangents at P and Q, say I draw a tangent at P and a tangent at Q. Meet or intersect at T. So what it's saying is this is T. Find TP. It's asking what is PT. How to resolve this? It's asking what is TP. Now let's complete this quadrilateral. This is center O. Now you know one thing, this line is perpendicular to this one. This line is perpendicular to this one. These are the inputs, right? Because center, any line drawn from the center, this is radius, right? This radius is 5 cm. This is also 5 cm. This is 8 cm. Now, you know one thing, what all information you have? PO is 5 cm. QO is 5 cm. PT equal to TQ. PT, it's asking TP, so I'll write TP. TP equals to. Now, how to resolve this? How do you find TP? You know this side, you know this side. This is 90 degree. So let's do one thing. This is 8 cm, right? This is equal to this and this is equal to this. Nobody said this is parallel to this. But you tell me one thing, if there is a line like this and there is a line there like this, then you draw a perpendicular line to this, right? And there is another line, you draw a perpendicular on this one, and these two are equal. This is the whole diagram, right? This length is 8 centimeters. This is 5. So one thing is sure that these two angles are equal. You know that, right? This is an isosceles triangle. POQ is an isosceles triangle, right? Isosceles triangle. So what happens? OP and OQ are equal. OP equal to OQ. So these two are also equal. Can we say that? Yes, because 90 minus this and 90 minus this. If this is x, this is 90 minus x. This is x, this is 90 minus x. So these two angles. So this is also an isosceles triangle, right? This is equal to this and this is equal to this. So how to solve this problem? Can somebody help us do that? Do you have any idea how to get TQ, TP? TP is QTQ, I know that. How do you resolve this problem? Try to find out. We'll cover that in a later chapter. Okay, we'll solve the easier one. That is why I always put problems which are difficult to find on the top. Try to use your brains a little, and I'll resolve number 2. We'll cover that gives you some time to use your brains, break your heads, right? Problem 2 we will solve today. I explained the diagram, etc., how to make the diagram, but how to resolve that? So try doing that. A quadrilateral ABCD surrounds a circle. So there is a circle and there is a quadrilateral surrounding the circle. This quadrilateral name is ABCD. Prove AB plus CD equals to BC plus AD. How do you prove that? Very easy. This is an external point. Say this point is, no, I should have drawn like this. Yes. So this is, it's touching the circle at 4 points. Say this is P, this is Q, this is R, this is S. So you know from this point AP equals to AS, BP equal to BQ, because tangents from an external point to a circle are equal. So this segment is equal to this segment. From A, AP is AS. Similarly, DS equals to DR. QC equals to CR. So AB plus CD. AB plus CD. AB, break AB into AP plus BP plus CD. CD is how much? DR plus CR. DR plus CR. Do the replacements. AP can be replaced by AS. BP can be replaced by BQ. DR can be replaced by DS. CR can be replaced by QC. So AS plus DS, BQ plus QC. AS plus DS is AD. And BQ plus QC is BC. Understood? This is LHS. So we resolved one problem, and we did not resolve this problem. I leave this on to you. At the beginning of the next class, I will definitely provide the solution, but do use your brains to resolve this on your own. Thank you so much for watching the video. We'll cover more topics on circles and other topics of class 10 NCERT books in further subsequent classes. Thank you so much. Do like, share and subscribe if you like the video.